Hey guys, it's Faith. This is going to be a quick little short vlog. It's just going to be about a cool experience that I got to experience while I was at Disney doing my program. I had to write it down because it's got quite a few parts to it. So I'm just going to tell you about the things that happened to you physically during the program. Things that you might not know about and you wouldn't know to expect. I'm going to talk about a little thing called the CP diet. I know you're probably like, what? CP diet, huh? I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm going to start with something a little easier, like your hair. You're like, what? Something's going to happen to my hair? Huh? Yes. Ladies in particular, because guys, you're not allowed to grow your hair out long. Ladies, your hair is going to fry. And it's going to be frizzy. It's just going to happen. The humidity there is crazy, and it is ridiculous, and it sucks. But, I mean, you'll get natural highlights from sun bleaching. So that's cool. The physical exhaustion is unlike anything I've ever felt before. And I was a cheerleader for 6 years. 6 years. Yeah, 6 years, okay. And so I know how exhausting, like, conditioning is, like, physical training and stuff like that. I know how, exhausting that is. But being in the sun and working and just having to keep up a certain attitude is so physically taxing and draining. And that's not like, I'm not saying that you're not going to have energy to do anything ever, but I'm just saying that you're going to experience a level of exhaustion that you've probably not ever had before. But don't let that stop you. That happens to everybody, and they get over it, and they grow accustomed to it, and then it's like nothing. Okay, now on to this beautiful thing called the CP diet. It's not something that most people do intentionally. It's not something that I did intentionally. It just kind of happened, and it happens to everybody. The CP diet consists of this: ramen noodles, regular noodles, spaghetti noodles, ramen noodles, ramen noodles, ramen noodles, chips, ramen noodles. You're like, okay, you got it, Faith, ramen noodles. What's up? What you don't realize is you don't get paid, like, a whole lot of money. You're not, like, rolling in the dough during your program. You've got other things you need to pay for, like rent and just having fun. So you're probably not going to buy a whole bunch of big, fancy stuff, and that's one reason. And also, you're not going to have time to cook a bunch of fancy stuff, and most likely you're not going to want to because you're going to be so exhausted. You're just going to want to, like, put some noodles in the microwave and be done with it. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, a diet that consists of all carbs. What, Faith? You're kind of dumb. You don't know what you're saying. Well, honey, I do, because what you don't realize is on top of eating that, it's small portions of that, depending on how much you eat, obviously. But you're also getting in a lot of exercise, intentional or unintentional, being the exercise you get at work, walking around and stuff like that, and being in the sun. You are going to sweat so much weight off, like, the first week that you're there, because your body's not accustomed to that. You're going to, like, it's going to be crazy. You're going to notice it the first week you're there. You're just going to drop a whole bunch of water weight, because you sweat constantly. And every gym has a complex, or every complex has a gym. So if you're one of those people who likes to work out, you're going to be losing extra weight. and the amount of water that you drink. You're probably like, no, I don't really like water. I prefer like Gatorade or tea or soda. Your body is going to do this crazy thing, and it's going to crave water. It is going to crave water like you are going to be like, what is my body doing? And you have to be replacing all the water that your body is sweating out. And you're just going to drink a ridiculous amount of water all the time. One shift, I had a 15-hour shift, and I filled my water bottle up once every hour. 15 times one shift I refilled it up. And Disney provides you with water bottles that you can clip onto your belt loop on your pants. So it's not like against your costume guidelines or Disney look or whatever. And also, you eat a surprisingly low amount of fast food. Unless you're bringing a car and are willing to spend the gas and money to go and buy fast food, you're probably not ever going to eat fast food. Except for like whenever you're in the parks or whenever you're working and you go into the Mascateria or whatever. There's a McDonald's and the Walmart that they drop you off at, but you've got an hour to get all of your groceries and pay for them and eat and get back out to the bus stop so that you're not left there for another hour and hopefully you didn't catch the last bus. Which I've done. I didn't realize it was the last bus, and I was like, no, I've got time, and so I waited, and I ended up having to call my roommate and asking her to come get me, and it just wasn't pretty. And also, whenever you're just like, hey, I have a day off, I want to go to the park, you are literally walking so much in the sun, sweating, walking, sweating, walking, sweating, walking. Almost everything that you do during the program, you're going to be sweating, and you're going to be walking, and you're going to be losing weight. I lost between 20 and 35 pounds in the 3 months that I was there. I don't remember the exact number of pounds that I lost, so that's why I just say between 20 to 35. And I did not do anything to lose weight. I did not, consciously be like, oh, Faith, I need to eat more salads, or, oh, you need to go to the gym, or whatever. I just, got hot on my days off, and I would go swimming, or I go to the parks and walk around and get hot and sweat, and then go back to my complex and go swimming, and just hang out outside and sweat and sweat. So it's unintentional, and you can use this CP diet. It's not necessarily healthy. I obviously wouldn't ever recommend for your entire diet to consist of carbs, because that's just not healthy. And obviously that's not the only things you're going to eat. You might go out with your friends to Buffalo Wild Wings or walk to the mall across from the Commons and eat there. So that's not all you're going to eat, but that's mainly the thing, and cereal. So that is the CP diet. I hope this was entertaining, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because it was a crazy experience, and it was a personal experience. So I'm trying to get more into, I had someone request sharing personal experiences and stuff like that I had during the program. So this is just one of many. I have a whole list of stuff that I'm going to talk about in my next upcoming vlogs. So stick around. I think you're going to like it, and I hope you guys all have a magical day.